It worked. Okay. Color me shocked. That's not how I wanted to start the live video. Hello, Galaxy. That's how I wanted to start the live video. I am Chris Pirillo, as you likely know. I know. I'm trying to find myself scheduling something regularly, and here's the bit of news that may be music to your ears. I'm not going to sing. Don't worry, you don't have to hit the mute button. I am basically going to be streaming every Wednesday, with some exceptions, but effectively every Wednesday in my Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/Chris Pirillo, for Intel. And I've been at Intel, as many of you know, since about March, so about 6 months-ish. And I started this past Wednesday, effectively being someone who works at Intel, but streaming in my personal channel. And streaming gameplay, a game that was specifically optimized for Intel's hardware. And this was an effort that was months in the making, believe it or not, but it happened this past Wednesday. I'm not going to sing for you, Luke. It's not going to happen. And hello, Peter and Strange Crypt. I don't know if I'm going to get to everybody's questions, but I can see the chat even if it flashes on the screen and then disappears. I thought it would stick around longer. I thought I had it set for like 30 seconds. Oh, technology, what are you going to do? Either way. So now I'm planning on doing something every week, like a gameplay. I ended up playing Cuphead for 4 hours straight. It was fun. I'm probably going to do it in my spare time, like my personal time. Whether I stream that or not, I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed Cuphead a lot more than I thought I would. I'm getting old? Yeah, of course I'm getting old. That's what happens with everybody as time goes on. So, effectively, what I've been thinking, since I'm now going to be streaming gameplay on Wednesday, Tuesday nights, right around this time, 7 p.m. Pacific, I might live stream like my Star Wars stuff in my personal channels, at least on like YouTube, Mixer, which is currently disconnected, Periscope, Facebook, and the like. And I know today is not Tuesday at the time of this live stream, but I just wanted to get this done before the weekend because there's a few things I wanted to show you. Over the past few months, I have, followed in the footsteps of Doc Ondar and have acquired some antiquities, shall we say. Jabba the Hutt, I agree, needs his own series of movies. I totally agree, and I'm hoping that through Disney Plus, we are going to see a lot more of that kind of thing. Now, maybe a full-length movie and a theatrical release, probably not going to happen, but, something that is a far more in-depth, but still available on Disney Plus, I'm all for, as you very well know. Do I have any Stickbot monsters yet, like Scorch or Cerebus? I do not. Not that I know of. What are these? I'm curious. So the title of this video, if you can see the title of the video, is Darth Vader Real? And so in this live broadcast, effectively, I want to show you some of the things that I've picked up over the past, let's say, a few weeks, months, Star Wars related, of course, and that's something that I want to do on a more regular basis, meaning every week I can show you a haul. This is something that I've wanted to do for some time, but I'm now going to make it more official. Now that I'm doing something with Intel, at Intel, while working at Intel, game streaming on Wednesdays in my Twitch channel, I thought, well, to let people know, across my other socials that it's happening the day after, I would do the streams on Tuesdays. Again, not a Tuesday night. So I have this. Is Darth Vader real? No. Darth Vader is not real. He is... Can I rotate it the right way? Hyper real. Hey, 3D printing with Heath. What's going on? Hyper real. He is hyper real. Hello, Charlie. Good to see you over there in Switzerland. And you too, is that Minecraft 89? Sorry, I realized that the text on the screen, I apologize. I thought I had the settings proper. Either way, so I wanted this for some time, and Hasbro sent it to me. And then, as a surprise, total surprise, they accidentally sent two, so I have to give one away. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do that. And then a third one showed up because a friend of ours, Slav, Jazz, and Adele, who moved out of the Seattle area, I got sent a birthday present. So I have effectively 3 of these, which is great, because I wanted to open one. I knew I did, And then, of course, I wanted to keep one in the box. Hey, Zabe, what's going on? So Edgy Skywalker. That's good. I like that. That's a good one. I wish I could change the settings, but I know as soon as I do, things are going to get messed up on the broadcaster. So this is a new series of figures that Hasbro is effectively going to be producing. They started with Vader, which is good news for me as a Vader collector. And they're going to be moving on. They've already announced like a Luke, and I think in Bespin regalia to better complement this Vader. But you can pose him in a variety of situations. So it says metallic endoskeleton, character-inspired accessories, ultra-premium textiles, and highly detailed character likeness. I will be unboxing this, but let me see if I can find there. Okay, I've got it. So I've got a pile behind me. No wonder why you subscribed. Well, of course. So I've got basically details about this particular figure, and so I thought I would let you know about it as the first figure released in the line. I'm just going to read verbatim because this is so exciting for me. The Star Wars Black Series Hyperreal 8-inch Darth Vader figure echoes movie-inspired detail and fabric costuming as seen in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. So that's this particular Vader, Empire Strikes Back Vader, not A New Hope Vader or Return of the Jedi or Rogue One. New level, these collectible figures should bring, and this is to quote, a new level with the Star Wars, the Black Series Hyperreal line. So if you collect premium collectible figures, if you attain premium collectible figures, how should I say that? This should be on your radar. I wouldn't draw a direct correlation to like Hot Toys and what they produce, but I mean, not just because of the price and not just because of the scale, but it's in that range. Like, this is not something that you're likely going to see in stores. I can't imagine it being in stores. But because it's designed specifically for collectors, featuring hyper-realistic detailing and articulation. It aims to elevate the high-quality trademark of the Black Series line, which, of course, you know traditionally, and I'll get to a Black Series figure in a second, because there's something else that needs to be on your radar immediately, in relation to Star Wars, of course. The Black Series line is to be more dynamic and provide fans with incredibly lifelike, screen-accurate sculpts with no visible plastic joints. No visible plastic joints. So that tells you what kind of attention to detail they're going to be paying this particular line. Comes with 8 accessories, including multiple hand variations. You saw that. Hyperreal allows for new expressions that mimic the structure of iconic characters, making it possible to produce identical poses and recreations from a galaxy far, far away. So for specifically for like toy photographers, this is fantastic. Hey Jeff, what's up? I'm doing very, very well. So I need to effectively create my own Vader moment. That's what they've asked me to do. I will do that. Not right now. I'm going to like open it right now. And I've got a lot of stuff I got to show you. The box, dude. The box is. Now you know why I wanted to open it and yet keep it in the box. So since I have more than one, I can effectively destroy this box. That's what I'm going to do. So it makes for a great display, even if you don't plan on taking it out of the box. But of course, let's face it, this was designed to be unboxed. The box is wicked. Now, don't get too jealous though, Heath. Hey, Ricky. Sorry, I realize that's rude. You should not point sharp objects at other people, especially Ricky. You don't want that to happen, because otherwise he's gonna do a video, and he's gonna post it to Twitter, and he's gonna start pointing sharp objects at other random people. Okay, so I can slice through that, and I want to open the hands. I always get nervous about swapping out accessories on some of these figures, but let's see how Hasbro is with the playability. Even though this is certainly more designed for posability, not so much playability. I wouldn't say that the cardboard backing is necessarily inspired by Star Wars, but still very, 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 very beautiful. What do I need to do to extricate Vader? It looks like I'm going to have to like slice into some restraining let's see, twine. Just this it's easy enough to slice through with a sharp enough instrument, as long as I don't slice the wrong thing. That's why, again, I always get nervous. Let me see if I can see what chat's saying here. Stickbots are stop motion animation figures that use suction cups for their hands or feet. You know, that's the one thing that I just as an aside. Of course, the Nintendo Switch Lite came out today. We don't have a Nintendo Switch. We didn't really play the Wii, but Jedi just turned 5, and you know, I thought, well, should I get the Switch Lite? You know, to try to encourage her to play like video games, like, you know, things that she can hold on to. She enjoys playing on my mom's iPad, and you know, I don't necessarily want to hand her the iPad, but I will be subscribing to Apple Arcade and seeing if she, you know, kind of latches on to one video game or another. And, you know, in kind, you know, as she starts to explore playing with Lego bricks, and she loves Lego bricks. She just put together an Ariel castle the other day on her own. Little Mermaid Ariel. It was like 100 pieces. She did a very good job. There's a base plate. Bespin, hello. Or at least I seem to have this seems to feel like a... No, was that Bespin? Wait, that's the Imperial. Sorry, I was thinking Luke for a second. So base plate, no pegs for a foot stand. I can get rid of this. I don't feel bad because I have one in the box and I have one to remove. But so for Apple Arcade, so what is it, dozens and dozens of games that I can just hand her to see if she latches onto one of them. You know, maybe that'll encourage her to play video games more and more. And she sees me sitting at the PC for Intel, and she wants to hold on to the headset. She wants to play a game. And Cuphead is advanced for me, let alone a 5-year-old. But you know, with stop motion stuff, that's something that I think, you know, is kind of in the same vein of using an app or using something like a piece of technology to further enable, you know, creativity, right? And so, yeah, you know, that's the kind of stuff that's on my radar at a distance. Whether it's superposable figures like this, Lego minifigures, figurines in general, or, you know, things like what apparently are stick bots. Okay. You've been watching me for 10 years? That's awesome. All is well here, I might say. Ooh, I want to be careful. I do not want that to bend, his lightsaber. Just looking at chat here. Jeff Fernandez, that's cool. Oh, you have no idea how cool this is. Oh wait, he's attached by the feet. I have to slice back here without slicing my fingers. Or can I untie it? Oh wow, thank you Hasbro, making it easier to same old Chris. Yeah, of course it's the same old Chris. The Switch is awesome. Yeah, I know, but I can't justify $300 for that. Now, $80 I could have justified for a Darth Vader hyper-real figure. Just letting you know where my priorities lie. But I don't know if we're going to get as much use out of it. I would almost want... I did tweet earlier, I'm like, I'd consider the $200 Switch Lite just to play Tetris 99. But I was like, $200 for a game? And then you got to buy the game. It's like, again, as Jedi gets older, it's a greater possibility. You know, we'll be able to play games on phones and separate devices and PCs. All across the board, you know. And so I'm all about that. If anything, I'm the only dad probably on the planet who's going to be encouraging his daughter to play video games. Like, do it! Do it! Do it. There we go. Not that you need to see that, but it's got some, I'm just going to give you some initial impressions here. It's got some heft to it. Like, it does not feel, I mean, it's light, obviously. Drunk Vader. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's got heft. Weighty, shall I say. Yeah, this is definitely high quality fabric, as mentioned. There's the lightsaber. Uh-oh. Did I bend it? His hilt is... Did I bend that? Did I do that? This is like Count Dooku's all of a sudden. There's no way I bent it. Did I bend that? I kind of want to see. Okay, well... was it bent in his... No, there's no way I bent that. There's no way. It came pre-bent? I can unbend it? Oh, I really want to be careful. Yeah, that seems like it was bent in the packaging. Just FYI. Ouch. That's okay. I'm not an accessory guy as much as I am the figure. And as they mentioned, you can't see any kind of joints. So this is kind of like a soft, like a rubber... Very... It's like a pliable type of rubber. Okay, so wait, where's the articulation? I'm feeling around trying to feel the elbow here. I can feel it. Oh, wait, or can I? Will he articulate at the elbow? I really want to be careful. I don't want to like snap, and all of a sudden Darth Vader has a broken arm. I broke Darth Vader's arm. Legs, knees. Okay, knees are definitely, you can feel where the joints are there. Even a swivel at the feet or ankle or knee, possibly. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I can feel it. I can feel it clicking around. If I can figure out where that joint is. There we go. Okay, I found it. I found the joint. Boy, that may prove to be a bit of a challenge, finding the joints to where you can effectively pose, right? Again, I just don't want to snap, but that is going to take some practice. That is going to take some patience and precision. There we go. I know. I've got like 1,000 other Vaders, but dude, this one's like heavyweight. Looks great. Even with the slightly bent. I bent my Wookiee. Let's see if I can twist it around just like so. Yeah, it's a little bent. It's okay. I wonder if that must have happened somehow in the packaging. Couldn't have been sitting there that long. Easy enough to balance. Sorry, I've got it like standing on my desk. Let me bend at the knee. Kind of want to like I want to pose him in that kneeling pose. So I'm going to try to get that one, but after the video, of course. But yeah, hyper real is right. Once you figure out where the joints are, as you can see, the level of detail on here is rather astounding. And I don't geek out about the sculpts of Vader as much as other people do. But I think what I appreciate most is the fact that it is under $100, super posable. You can't see any plastic joints, and of course it's realistic. So like any kind of toy photographer or aspiring toy photographer out there, stop motion animator possibly, would be or should be quite happy with this. I can tell you, I'm quite happy with this. And I tried to get into toy. I did for a bit, to the point where Jedi even watched me like taking pictures. So maybe what I'm going to do is take Vader somewhere, take a picture, and have Jedi watch, and then see if she wants to do the same thing. Emulating that kind of activity. Whether I'm playing on a PC, whether I'm playing with action figures, whatever. I mean, Jedi's impressionable in that sense. Let me check chat here. Give me a second. Got to scroll back a bit. What's my geopolitical view on me making a chicken quesadilla versus a pastrami sandwich with chips? Well, I'm a vegan, so I'd say no, but you could eat the chips. So apparently there's going to be a new Star Wars prequel, but it takes place after episode 10. Oh, well, maybe that's like the distant trilogy. We'll see. I don't know if I'd call that a prequel, though, if it's distant from the Star Wars or the Skywalker saga. Might have to stick it in some real hot water to bend it straight. Oh, I don't know about that. Should straighten out once heated up. That makes me a little nervous. Be careful. You have to give them to me. No 3D printing with Heath. It's not. Although Jedi loves. She stares when she comes into my play shop. She stares at the Rainbow Vader that you 3D printed. It's wonderful. Am I a Darth Vader fan? Asks Kyle Hettinger. Yes, just a little. Just a little bit. He's been. Oh, you guys are talking about the lightsaber there. Jedi is currently playing gymnastics, or wait, she's visiting my parents, who are visiting us, which sounds odd. I used to be the shite on YouTube. I know, and then I, decided I want to do other things. So you subbed. Thank you for subbing across the board, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or wherever. So now that I've highlighted Darth Vader, this hyper real Darth Vader. Oh wow, I gotta admit, I really want to figure out the trick of finding his posability. So I'm going to be asking them a few questions because wow, dude, this is gonna take toy photography to a whole new level. I'm saying it. I'm gonna call it, dude. Because it's posable, and you can't see the plastic. Like it's like you can recreate anything, or create your own. Hey, come on, you gotta admit that's wild. For someone whose social feeds, at least Instagram, is dominated by toy photography. Like my Instagram feed is 90% toy photography, 10% Star Wars. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm admiring my Vader. Hyper realistically, I'm just admiring. Chris, you're on with a massive 3D project. Been printing 5 weeks. 3-foot by 3-foot Death Star. Another 4 weeks of printing to go. Wow, that's crazy. Let me know when you complete it. Whew. Wow. You're like finding a curly fry in my straight fries. Thank you. I will take that as a compliment. Anybody remember iPod? Dude, I'm older than the iPod. They should make dino figures based upon the hybrids from Jurassic World Alive. Sure, why not? Did you mention Apple's new monthly price? Which you're gonna have to narrow it down. Like their Apple Arcade, $5 a month, easy $5 spend. I'll do the same thing with Google, no doubt in my mind. So let me go ahead and show you some other Star Wars things that hit my radar recently. Some that you might even be able to help me with. I mentioned Jasmine and Slav. They sent a birthday gift of a hyper real Darth Vader that's going to stay in the package. Like, man, he just feels like he's begging to be played with and posed. Versus some that are it just feels so delicate. This does not feel delicate. It feels sturdy. Like I said, kind of minus what happened to the hilt. It feels very sturdy. It doesn't feel like, I'm going to break it, right? Apart from twisting in the wrong place. How else can I say it that way? Like I'm saying, like it feels robust, like strong, like bull. Jasmine and Slav, one of the birthday gifts they sent to Jedi was this. Star Wars C-3PO does not like sand. I gave it to Jedi today, and she enjoyed it. We read through it. That was a lot of fun. Nice little book to go on the bookshelf. Can't have too many books around. Now I have to be careful about where I place things because there's a few things I want to show you. As I mentioned, Jedi had a birthday, and I'm careful about materials that we get because some materials can get into the carpet like Play-Doh. Still, she wants to play with Play-Doh and sculpt and build things, and so she does have like slime and some what we call snow. And Play-Doh I've been careful about, but for her birthday, at 5, I ended up finding this. Now, I don't think that even though they've had Star Wars Play-Doh sets before, and she has them, this I never knew about, and I ended up doing a search, and somehow it came up. I think it was only available internationally, not domestically. It wasn't. I don't think this was available in the States. And it's effectively, if you remember the Fuzzy Pumper Barbershop, what you can do with this Play-Doh toy is stick Play-Doh up Chewie's feet and then push through, and then hair grows out. And then when his hair grows out, you can cut it with these included BB-8 inspired scissors. Isn't that neat? Well, I don't have the Play-Doh here because it would definitely make a mess. The bowcaster also doubles as like a comb of sorts. And then you can also fashion a Porg on the bottom if you're creative, or a Millennium Falcon back there. And he has it's of course the stand there. But anyway, so she got this for her birthday, and she was excited. I will tell you, this is where I probably separate myself from many of the parents. I am a Play-Doh is an outside toy kind of father. Video games, okay, fine, wherever, whenever. But Play-Doh, that goes outside. I'm going to say it. That's just the way it is. Hey, Rich! What's going on? Let me see if I have any Boba Fett stuff. Oh, they didn't put it on this, did they? I don't think I have any new Boba Fett stuff. Sorry, I'm looking around. I don't. I apologize, Rich. I know you're the fan of that. But I got good stuff. Do I have Discord? Yes. Zabe, I do. I shared it the other day. I don't know if I can share it in the stream where you can click on it. Give me a second. If you give me a moment, I will post an invite link. I think. Create invite. We've got a Star Wars radar dedicated one, and then the one that's became personal and I just made public. Here we go. Pasting it into chat as I knock things over. There we go. That should be it. That you should be able to join it. At least it was posted to Twitch and YouTube. if you're following on there. So let's see here. What should I move on to? Okay, since we're on the theme of books, I found this at Half Price Books. It was one that was on my radar for some time, but I wasn't going to pay full price for it. 99 Stormtroopers Join the Empire. So it's kind of a fun way of I mean, not just counting, but like it kind of tells the story of a variety of Stormtroopers and how they kind of like are offed, if you will, like what happens to them. It's a cute little book. Half price, probably over half price. Like $4 or so. The original retail was like $14.95, and there's no way I was going to pay that. So that's another fun book that Jedi and I have been reading. And then a third one that just came out as a part of, if you remember, Darth Vader and Son, or Vader's Little Princess. There's a new one, Star Wars Rey and Pals. Jeffrey Brown did this. He autographed at least one of the books when I met him at Celebration for Jedi. It's kind of a fun alternative take of the Star Wars galaxy from a kid's point of view. We haven't read through this yet. This is the one I've been trying to, like, okay, if I can hold Jedi's head still for like 5 minutes, we will get through that. So those are the books. Jedi, I'm not sure. In terms of kindergarten, we're taking a more social approach, probably different from traditional rearing of children. Diana takes her everywhere and has a variety of activities, constantly teaching. I'm definitely teaching everywhere I go. Spelling, math, kind of life lessons. And so, I don't know if that's exactly what she needs to be learning, but she seems to be catching on. So if she's she's doing Lego sets that are, I think, beyond her years, and she's handling them well. So I will absolutely kind of keep nudging. Hasbro just sent you the SDCC 6-inch Black Series. Oh yeah, the Sith Trooper. That's beautiful. I mean, the Sith Trooper is beautiful. Although I don't have a bone to pick with Hasbro, but they just it's been seen that there are going to be box variations for various characters for the Black Series. So like for the Mandalorian, there are going to be 3 boxes for people to collect. I'm very grateful I'm not necessarily a packaging collector, like for being a completist. Like if I get it in one box, great, I'm fine. But I don't need 3 of the same Mandalorians in 3 different boxes. Not my thing. I don't know how other collectors feel about that, but it makes me nervous. Oh, the Boba Fett original paint scheme. I got one, and then I tried to buy a second one, Rich, and I was there like 2 minutes after they went live. I couldn't get one. So, unfortunately, I do have one. I'm grateful for the one that I have, but it's going to stay in the package. So I'm kind of sad because I want to keep it in the package because I like the packaging. So I do have that one, the 6-inch classic Boba Fett. I showcased that a couple weeks ago. I've kind of been irregular. Am I getting the new iPhone? Well, it's not exactly I would rather stick to happy topics. I'm gonna say LOL. Or wait, no, I quote tweeted the other day. Basically, this is the summation in reviews is it's new but full of bugs. iOS 13 at least. I'm like, and I'm a software guy, not a hardware guy. No is the answer. I'm not gonna spend my money on that. It's not for me at all. I've talked about that at length. And again, I don't want to spend any time on the iPhone because I want to talk about things that I actually do care about and don't make me angry. No, I don't want to move on to that yet. I'll come back to that. Hallmark, this may be happening right now. Hallmark is doing a clearance online, and hey, usual Mike, good to see you. If you head over to Hallmark.com, they got a ton of clearance, and they had these like wooden placards. These originally retailed for like $20. These were on sale for $2 a piece. So I got this one, and I think the second one was one with Yoda, $2 a piece, down from 20. That's a 90% savings. That's crazy. So of course I got it. Like, may the force be with you, and it's, you basically set it on a shelf right there. May the force be with you with Rey. It's beautiful. $2, down from 20. What's not to like? Apart from my high-pitched voice. What's up? If the Death Star turns out well, you 3D print one, but you have to construct it. Oh, dude, don't worry about it. That's a big construction. That especially sending that overseas, 3D printing with Heath. We're good. Which Star Wars movie do I like best? I like all of them. Because I don't have a favorite. You talk to a person from Hasbro, they say they had website issues with ordering with the Boba Fett. Well, yeah, but are they going to fix it? And am I going to know they're going to fix it so that I have an opportunity to get one? I'm happy to, like, here, shut up and take my money. But I got to know when I can get one. Where? I mean, I know where, but, like, how? So, yeah. If you find out, hey, Patrick, great to see you. If you find out if they're going to be reissuing that, let me know. Or at least giving me an opportunity to get one, because I would love to open one out of package, the 6-inch scale, like classic inspired by Kenner Boba Fett figure. Until then, the other one's going to stay in the box. Now, speaking of Hasbro and exclusives and frustration with ordering, there was recently at San Diego Comic-Con, this is, of course, Rich, you knew I was going to be happy about this. There's a prototype Vader that you could get. They aren't available in store. They're Target exclusives, which is unfortunate. And I don't mean unfortunate because of Target, just exclusives just drive me mad. So the prototype Vader is like a prototype type of figure where it's kind of, you take this piece and this piece and this piece and this piece, and this is what the figure is going to look like, of course, with a different paint app. And of course, collectors, some of them loved it, some of them hated it. Being a Vader chaser, I was like, oh yeah, I'm in. Like this looks awesome. So of course, I tried to pre-order it, and Target's website, I think, got hit by scalpers, and a lot of people weren't able to order them online. They ended up kind of going back and making them available later on, but 2 per order, and the scalpers went nuts with this. Like what would normally you could buy for like $9, scalpers have been selling for like $30 a piece. Hey Alec, what's up? So do I like Star Trek Enterprise? I like Discovery a lot. Enterprise I never got into. Not as much as some of the earlier shows, but Discovery is something that I will pay for again when the whole season's done, as well as like when Picard's whole season is done. Then I'll binge, and then like why would I pay like more than I need to pay? I'll pay $10 for it and I'll be good to go. So here's the thing. So I showed you this one, right? Well, here's the problem. There are variations, and I hate to say it. Oh God, Rich, be grateful that you didn't get a prototype Boba Fett, because this is crazy. There are variations. So let me show you these variations. So these are the variations, right? And I've blacked out the variations that I've been able to get a hold of by luck. There are a few more. These are duplicates that I have. There are a few more. Actually, let me go ahead and dim the brightness just a tad. And show you the ones that I need. Can I not zoom in closer? Thank you, photos. Okay. Well, I need a couple of purple heads with green and orange, and then 2 green heads with orange and yellow torsos. And I know this particular group of people watching probably don't have them, but I'd be willing to trade my extras to make the full run. I'm this close, 4 away from getting all variations of the prototypes. What am I thinking? So yeah, nutty. See, I told you, the scalpers are going crazy with this stuff. Too much. So anyway, I've got a few extras that I'd be willing to trade. I haven't opened one yet, but I really would love to open one. I just want to wait to see if I can find anybody who has the ones that I need first. Moving on. I should have stayed thematically with Jedi's birthday. Someone sent Jedi these dolls. The Queen Amidala and Princess Leia set. This is an older Disney Parks doll set that retailed for $20. Like I said, older, so hard to see, but in box, brand new. They sent it to her. We actually opened and played with them. And she loves them. But I wanted to showcase them in the package for everybody. You basically, with the bottom of the dress, you pinch it, and then you slide in the figure, and then you could swap the heads. So you get 4 heads. This one's not actually attached to a body. These two actually have bodies underneath. You can see that they have, or at least this Princess Leia has hands. Comes with this R2-D2 figurine. So Princess Leia's and Queen Amidala's. So whoever sent this to her for her birthday, thank you. I don't know if I'm ever going to know. Am I excited for Disney Plus? Dude, I am so excited. I'm more excited, and I've mentioned this before, more excited for The Mandalorian than I think I am. More excited for the live-action TV shows on Disney Plus than I am The Rise of Skywalker. That's not to slag what's happening with the movies in any way, shape, or form. It's just that it's a new type of Star Wars, a new way of storytelling that I'm chomping at the bit. I'm so jazzed for The Mandalorian. Way more than I thought I would. Of course, I know you are, Rich. But I'm more excited for The Mandalorian's release than even The Rise of Skywalker. So you'll have to pardon as I'm going to jump back and forth a bit, because as I mentioned, I haven't really talked about these things for months. Halloween's coming up, as you very well know. Which one do I like more, R2-D2 or BB-8? I have a BB-8 shelf. Jedi's got a BB-8 dresser. Or, I'm sorry, she's got an R2-D2 dresser. I don't know. I mean, R2-D2 is a classic, but I really like BB-8. At Kroger chains right now, you may be able to get a hold of a mini light-up pumpkin. They have 3 of them. They have a Stormtrooper. You can't really see his eyes because the light's on. Stormtrooper one. Small plastic pumpkin. They have a Chewbacca. This one also has got a light up. There we go. Little less translucent. And a Darth Vader, of course. This one's going to have the battery tab pulled in. This one's to collect. I ended up getting these 40% off. There's a decent price savings on them. So very happy about that. So that's something that if it hasn't hit your radar, it should. And speaking of Halloween, there's another Halloween thing I have here somewhere. I swear. I know. I thought I had a Halloween thing. Is that it? Okay, I thought that was a Halloween thing. Okay, well then, moving on. Oh, maybe this is the segue. This is the Halloween thing. Star Wars Droid Factory R5 Boo 19. This is the new Disney Parks exclusive astromech for this year for Halloween. They usually release one for Halloween and for Christmas. I'm very grateful for Sarah and her Porg. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you should. She picked this up for us. So it's kind of like it almost looks like the skeletons from what was David S. Pumpkins? Remember the skeleton characters? That's what this reminds me of. Not David S. Pumpkins himself, but like the skeleton characters, akimbo. Yeah, they release one of these every year, and I think this one even I think it glows in the dark. I don't have the light switch near me, but the card was definitely a little beat up, but she said it was the last one they had, so she's going back again soon. Hopefully you'll pick one up, because I asked for one on a good card. That way I can open this one. Until then, it's going to stay on the card just in case. As an aside, they stopped selling, or not, they don't even sell. They stopped producing the sporks. And I feel so angry with myself because I had one of the Galaxy's Edge sporks in my hand. And I asked, I'm like, are these things that we can take home? And they said no, so I didn't take it home. People were taking the sporks, so they stopped making them. I really, 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 really want a Galaxy's Edge spork, and it's probably never going to happen. It's really sad that I want one, and it's sad that I will never get one. Unless you got anybody here got a Galaxy's Edge spork, that'd be great. That would be great. Don, I agree. We need a Wookiee series. Although I think Jon Favreau joked the other day that he wouldn't be opposed to doing a new Star Wars holiday special. I'm like, yeah, do it. I'm in. Every American collector should buy the Disney Park stuff as it's impossible to find internationally. Yeah, no doubt about that. Hey, Ezekiel, you see one? What do you see? I'm sorry, I missed that. They should start selling them. Yeah, I know, Liz. So, either way, yeah, they don't sell them. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get a hold of one. I just want one. I had it. It was in my hand. I could have not said anything. But I'm an honest guy. So Sarah and her porgs, you should follow her on Instagram. I said, oh man, I should have had you load up one of those special gift cards because you can get hang on. Sorry, not to like freak everybody out there. I dropped that on purpose. This is effectively a gift card, an exclusive gift card that you can get at Galaxy's Edge. And so she said, "Oh, I had an extra." She said, "I have an extra one." I'm like, "Yes, please." So I have one of these now. It's like a credit for credit cards, or a credit card for credits, I should say, Republic credits. I don't know what the Arabesh says. I'm rusty on my Arabesh, but maybe someone out there can translate it. So this is definitely exclusive. This one's very, very exclusive because you have to load the gift card. I don't know how much you have to put on it to get one, but I knew that I wanted one. Now I want to spork more. One of the things that I got the wrong one when I went. I got the Rebel one, and what I wanted this one. This is something you can find at the Toydarian. I guess the toy shop or the maker's toy shop. This is, if I rotate it, like a cube where you can rotate and see different characters. And I wanted it, of course, for the Darth Vader. There's the Stormtrooper, Emperor's Royal Guard, Maul, the Emperor, and then of course you can kind of mix and match and stuff and have fun with that. It's a fun little toy. Wood. That's a wooden toy. But I missed this when this is the one I meant to grab, and I didn't realize that a separate Rebels one. Otherwise, I would have grabbed this one the first time around. But yeah, so now I have a cube. Or what do they call? What is it called? What would it be called? Like a spinner toy thing from Galaxy's Edge. This is a Galaxy's Edge exclusive. I'm not sure where that's going to end up in the office, but we'll see. I also got these chance cubes. You may remember in the Phantom Menace, Watto rolling a chance cube, where it's basically kind of heads or tails, but they're cubes. And they even have the kind of this painted look to them, kind of this weathered look. So the paint's imperfect on the red and the blue. Of course, it's currently still in the net. But this is one thing that wasn't for sale when I was there, or they didn't have it for sale, and this is something I wanted. And so she picked them up. She also saw this, and at first I wasn't even going to ask, but then I told her, I'm a Vader chaser. And so she picked up the Darth this year's Halloween Darth Vader pin, Dark Side, with Darth Vader in a casket and a lightsaber. So that'll go in my pin collection, my pin box. I also asked for the Bantha milk container, the canteen of sorts. It comes with a strap. You can put your Bantha milk or your Thalassiren milk in it. These were not available when I was there. I will revisit Edge. In fact, Jedi keeps asking, like, when do we get to go to Galaxy's Wedge? She keeps calling it Galaxy's Wedge. It's really kind of funny. Oh, you think it says gift card? Oh, thank you, Usual Mike. That's probably right. Hey, Jake Thompson. So this is, again, unique. I'm not sure if we're going to be drinking anything out of it. It doesn't even look like anything was in there in the first place. But it was something that I thought, may not be around forever, and something that I would have liked to have in our collection. Very unique. Now, of course, if and when, because I want to say when I go back, of course, we'll get Bantha milk. I think Jedi would be just overjoyed. Of course, I know, I can also tell you this, truthfully, Jedi will be more overjoyed to go to Disneyland or Disney World for the Disney princesses than Star Wars, but that's okay. It's just the way it is. It's the way they market. So, what else did Sarah bring me? She brought me the droid, the chance cubes, the pin. Swear to God. She brought... Hang on, give me a second. I'm keeping notes to myself, like the things that I definitely would love to see. Where is... I've got a Star Wars list here. The chance cubes, the mix and match, Jedi wanted these. These are something that I had before, but when she goes through my drawer, she says, "Oh, I want one." So she got hand sanitizer head keychain things. So now when Jedi comes in here, she can use some hand sanitizer, and she can say that's hers. It's true. These are hers. The BB-8 and an R2-D2 hand sanitizers. And then she couldn't get the sporks. Yeah. I've got a few other things that I would love for her to pick up next time she goes back. And I know Liz too. Liz is great when it comes to the Disney park stuff, and I appreciate that. But you're going next May, dude. You will love it. I swear you will love it. Did I ever get the red Chrome Vader Funko Pop? Rich, I did. This is going to be very bold and very daring because I don't want you to see the mess that's on my desk right now. You may have to like zoom in, but I actually have all the chromes. The gold, red, the blue, the very exclusive blue, and then just the regular kind of gray, silvery chrome. Oops, there we go. There we go. So yes, I do. That's exactly where they are. I mentioned Hallmark. Hallmark had this Darth Vader bookmark in for 40% off. Sorry, I meant to kind of keep these kind of in order. But it's very. This also has heft. It's like a beanbag. In fact, Jedi picked it up. Whoa! She said, that's heavy. I'm like, yes, it is. Did not have this particular Vader. Another thing for Halloween, maybe this is when I should have mentioned Halloween. Target stores are selling lollipop rings, and so you can get Vader, Yoda, a Stormtrooper, and the Rebel symbol. Unfortunately, the candy the candy itself. Hang on, Diana's sending me a photo. What do you need? I need to mute this, don't I? Either way, you can get these in $5-6 for a box of 20. Even the thing that I wish they would have done is made the actual ring like a collectible item. It's not the case though, unfortunately. Like once you eat the lollipop, like it's just a regular old plastic base. Where is it here? Do I have it in reaching distance? I do not think I do. Okay. It's not a perfect sculpt. I mean, it's kind of like a candied version of all those characters. But that is available right now, or should be available right now, Halloween season for Target. So of course I picked it up. Jedi I thought would enjoy it. She just doesn't like hard candy as much. So she wasn't as into it, but I wanted to get it anyway. If only so I can open one of the Darth Vader. I don't know. I guarantee it's gonna collect dust. So I have one that is in the I'm not gonna get up. One that is in the plastic. That's what I thought I was gonna be able to show you. I know it was there. I know I put it Did Jedi eat it? She didn't eat it, did she? Maybe she did eat it. It's candy, man. Jedi's. Okay, catching up on chat. Did I get any of the Galaxy's Edge Funko Pops, DJ Rex, or Hondo? I did not. I slowed down greatly on Pops. Like, if they're exclusive and I want them, I would love to have a Hondo and a DJ Rex. Don't get me wrong, I would love them. But I'm like, I wasn't like bowled over. The one thing I want to get is the DJ Rex 6-inch figure that comes with the pack of 4, but even that's expensive. So, I don't know. I like it. I'm just not a pop collector as much. I probably wouldn't have picked up, as much as I did in the beginning if I thought it would have exploded the way it did. Maybe if I knew I could get one in good condition, possibly the DJ Rex and the Hondo, they'd be nice. Certainly the Hondo, because I really like that character all the way back from the Clone Wars. I don't know. So I'd love to have a second Hondo 4-pack Black Series figure set, but it's just expensive. And then at least one or two of the sets of the DJ Rex 6-inch Black Series figure. Maybe if they go on sale, and I don't think they ever do, or if I can get a discount in one way, shape, or form, then I would go that route. Wow, you haven't watched in like 10 years? Why did I replace screens with toys? Because toys are relevant forever. Hate to tell you. See this hyper real Vader? Yeah, it'll be just as awesome today as next year. Unlike a lot of smartphones. Yeah, it's funny how it works that way. I love tech for what it does. Love it for what it enables. It's enabling all this. But in terms of what I love, that's always been the case. Go and look for Chris Pirillo loves nerd cakes on Google. I think I've got like my old photo of me and the Boy Scouts having made a Millennium Falcon cake. Let's see here. Oh, but So this is a different camera. Yeah, I've got my normal like live stream camera over on this end, but when I'm streaming right now on restream.io, so I'm broadcasting or simulcasting really to Periscope, to Facebook, to YouTube. I wanted to do Mixer as well, but apparently they changed some kind of setting. So I'm using this camera because it's just easier to manage and for me to be able to see the chat as I'm kind of looking at the screen. I still have the other classic angle. I'm just not doing that particular video right now. And then of course my PC streaming camera is entirely different. You want to talk about like an amazing setup? Like, yeah, it's Wednesdays around 1 p.m. Pacific is the planned time for me live streaming games. Although now that I've really enjoyed Cuphead, I'm kind of wanting to play in my spare time as well. So you may see me playing video games on my Twitch channel a hell of a lot more often than I've done in the past. Okay, so moving on. Again, some of the stuff is stacked up. Let me pop to this. Speaking of pops, now you got me. God, Rich, I am angry. Is Rich still here? Am I yelling into the ether? I am angry at you, Rich. Now you got me thinking, like, yeah, a DJ Rex pop and a Hondo pop would be kind of nice. I have one Hondo 6-inch Black Series figure, but he's in the box with the other ones because I wasn't going to open them. The only ones that I opened were the ones with the Mountain Trooper, so I need another one of those boxes to keep in the box. I hate this. I wish I was different. I really do, because I'm like, I want to play with them, and I want to pose them. I want to see them outside the box, but I want to keep them in the box. I want the best of both worlds. How do I do this? That's why a lot of the reasons why I wait for sales. Whoop, Twitch, why not just YouTube games instead? Yeah, I could. I got to figure out timing and schedules. I mean, because I've got to effectively, I'm working 9 to 5. Working with Intel, working at Intel, working for Intel, helping them with community efforts. And it's one of the reasons why I'm doing the thing that I'm doing on Twitch, to build community advocacy around the games and the programs that our hardware is effectively enabling, specifically graphics. And so that's because that's my specific role is for Intel graphics, helping bring a better visual experience to the next billion people, right? Or to a billion people outright. And so part of that is, well, instead of just talking about the game, why don't I play the game? I'm not great at it, but you can watch my Cuphead stream, which now you have me wondering, should I be playing Cuphead again tonight? I kind of want to play Cuphead on, should I play Cuphead tonight? Again? I started playing on Wednesday. I'm like, oh, now I know why people like it. So here's the thing. If you live near a Disney store, your son gets every Star Wars pop he can get his hands on. Oh, Rich, how much do they cost? I gotta wait until someone goes with a discount, don't I? Get to a Disney store right now, because the Black Series figures that they had as exclusives, specifically Zuckuss, Phasma with her helmet cut out, and the Stormtrooper Black Series, the Black Series Stormtrooper with like the explosions and everything, like the battle damage Stormtrooper. They are currently on sale now. The sticker says $9.99. Originally they retailed $24.95. I'm sorry if you can't see that, really. $9.99. But they're 40% off $9.99. So about $5 for a Black Series figure. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? An amazing Black Series figure. So I'm like, what? So yeah, I got another Zuckuss. Yay. Not Forlom. Zuckuss. I have an extra Forlom over here. Where are you, Forlom? Did I stay? I think I stood you up somewhere in my play shop. I think you deserved extra. I have a drawer of figures. Shh. So yeah, cheap, super cheap. Get to a Disney store immediately. I'm telling y'all about the sales. Hallmark, check it out online. Disney store, check it out. Dude, I find all the sales. Speaking of sales, I'm gonna pivot back here. Thank you for allowing me to do this. Not bad, $5. Yeah, no doubt. You need more cores? Working on it, Trooper. Working on it. What's the best Samsung Android that you've used? Asks ex-Mormon gentleman. That's not a very gentlemanly thing to ask. In the middle of a Star Wars stream, you're asking about Android? Really? Man, talk about not being able to read the room. Well, let me go ahead and give you my answer since you did ask. I'm going to be getting a Pixel 4. I've seen all the rumors. I'm like, yeah, that's my phone. It's amazing software. The hardware, is on par with the software. It's a great experience, and honestly, it rivals, its competitors. As far as I'm concerned, it's best in class across the board, in my humble opinion. Everything, of course, is my humble opinion. Stormtrooper Deluxe figure's a great figure. He's the only one. I don't have it this time, but Phasma and Zuckuss are nice. Dude, usual Mike, get to a Disney store. $5. $5. Like, I'm like, oh my God, you can army build. It's crazy. I'm not going to charge you for advice, Eric. Obviously, you don't even take my advice. My advice is get to a Disney store. That's my advice. I'm not charging you. Disney store is charging you, buddy. Okay, so sales. Found out, this hit my radar, weekend socks. They're Star Wars socks. So they're weekend socks, or as I call them, socks. Socks. Like, daily socks. $4, down from $8, for a pack of 4. Rebel with a Falcon, looks like R2-D2, and then a BB-8 socks. There's also another 4-pack with Vader and Boba Fett in it. They're not on sale yet. This is, I think, a Target exclusive. 4 pairs of fun crew socks. So $4, not bad. So I picked up 1 box. If they drop even lower, I'll pick up another box because, can't have too many socks. Socks that rocks. Yeah. I really want the Vader ones. Hello. Naturally. Hang on, let me see if I can. Oh, I'm gonna mess up his handle, and I don't know if he's watching. Star Wars Collecting on Twitter. I think that's his handle. Let me scroll back. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. I tweet way too much. I think I found it. Hang on. I gotta give credit where credit's due. I just had it. There we go. Gumboil. SW Collecting on Twitter. SW Collecting on Twitter said, hey, $9. If you pay for shipping and handling for this thing, I'll send it to you. And he said he just put it out onto Twitter outright. And he had a whole bunch of comics, and of course I retweeted those other things too. And I'm like, oh, I'll take it, because I don't think as much as I had the fan, I did not have this Vader gumball machine, so I got this for $9. As you can see by the branding, it's definitely older. So I have a Darth Vader gumball machine. Ooh, yeah. $9. $9. Come on. What's not to like? Ha. Me. That's what's not to like. Checking the comments. Good evening, Persha. Old Navy has Star Wars socks. Oh, clearance section. Liz, if you see them, let me know. I don't often go into Old Navy. Eric, Diana streams very regularly with Jedi. If you're not catching Diana's streams, she streams more regularly than I do. You'll be going to Galaxy's Edge in December. Fist bump, Patrick. That's awesome. You got to let me know how it goes. What kind of car am I driving these days? I'm pretty sure it's the one with 4 wheels and a radio. Yeah, it's definitely got a radio because I listen to it. Yeah. I go thrifting, as you know, and I don't think I've shown you any thrifting finds. I haven't, and I go thrifting all the time, and I guess I haven't seen that many good thrifting finds lately. But this is one. I can't believe I found this. What can you get a Wookiee for Christmas when he already owns a comb? What can you get in a hurry for a furry kind of friend like that to take home? Okay, I'm really bad at singing, so I don't want to do it too loud. Oh, I'm still alive. Why does everyone think I'm dead? Okay, so anyway, you can pick this album up, of course, on CD. I don't know if it's available digitally, but as soon as I discovered this album existed outright, and I only found out about it years after it had been, long after it had been done, long after it had been originally produced. This is a copyright 1980. Did not know as a kid that this record existed. This is not in great shape. I found it thrifting for about $5. And so I just wanted, even though I have it on CD, in fact, I have both versions of the CD, and I listened to it, of course, during the holiday season. I wanted it on vinyl. I wanted it. I needed it on vinyl. Not in perfect shape. Definitely not in perfect shape. We have a Star Wars record player. And so come this holiday season, Jedi's been kind of, wondering what it is, and she's got her own CD player, of course, a Star Wars one. We are going to listen to this album on vinyl. Oh, it's just, I walked into the thrift store and it's sitting there in the showcase. I'm like, I couldn't contain myself. I swear I screamed. I'm not sure if the original came with a jacket. Not in the, like I said, it's beat up. It's not in great shape, but I'd been looking for the longest time for this. John Bon Jovi's first recording, Skookum Trooper. You are absolutely correct. John Bon Jovi's first recording. In fact, I'll see if I can find his name. It's spelled Bon Jovi, like the original name, not the way that we know it. Which song was he on? Hang on, I'll find it because it's on here. Another interesting thing. Frank Oz was originally going to be on the album, but he couldn't make it. And so that's how we ended up getting S-Claus. Come on. He was backup vocals. There we go. Got it. Lead vocal. Oh, actually, no. Lead vocals. John Bon Jovi. Right there. See that? John. And then look at his last name. Isn't that awesome? I think it's so cool. Diana's on Twitch? I don't think that's right. Diana, you're on Twitch? I think she just texted asking how she could just follow on Periscope or YouTube. So anyway, I was thrilled to find this thrifting. Like, this is just like, it's so cool. I mean, like, not knowing that it existed and then really loving the album as an adult. Like, this is something that I'd just been looking for, even in bad shape. So I'll be looking for one that's in better shape to upgrade. But I'm just happy to have this one in the collection. R2D2, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Was that it, Johnny? Dollar Tree also happens to have suckers like me. These lollipops now. This is a new one for Jedi. What's great about these, and of course they make them with a variety of characters. What's great about them is that Jedi doesn't like hard candy, so she'll take a couple of licks of the lollipop and then shut it, and then we don't have to worry about things getting sticky. Currently at Dollar Tree for $1. Speaking of Dollar Tree, as luck would have it, they also currently have R2D2 and 3PO bag. I've seen it at just one location at this point, and I've seen this pink Millennium Falcon bag at several locations. These are always good to get because, well, our family definitely flies through them. So, I get not as many as I can carry, but, I definitely, get a few because I know inevitably we're going to go through them. I got to take that off. Because I can see, I'm looking at the video there. You're almost finished with season 5 of Frasier. I know that it's not Star Wars. Hey, Frasier, there's nothing wrong with any bit of Frasier. Although I'm nervous that Frasier's going to go off of Netflix because now NBC's got their Peacock streaming service. And aside from maybe Battlestar Galactica, if it's good and having to binge on that like I would Star Trek Discovery, I don't know if I'd subscribe specifically for Frasier. What do I think about Google Stadia, and are you going to pick it up? I have it on pre-order. I'm interested. I will play the games, and when I play this Google Stadia games, I will likely be live streaming those Google Stadia games in my personal YouTube channel, most likely. This particular channel that I'm streaming into right now, we shall see. You've been following Chris and me since 2000. That's a long time. That's a very long time. Your copy of the record is mint, Skookum Trooper? Oh, man. Now you got me jealous. Now I'm green with envy. Oh man. I'm so, I want one. I want a super, it doesn't drive me nuts because I'm not if I was a vinyl collector, right, I'd be crazy, but I just wanted a copy. If you ever find one, let me know. Don't give up yours though, because that's probably a gem. You need that sucker keeper? Dude, Dollar Tree. I know they're not the only place that sells these. It's just that for $1. I'd rather spend $1 rather than like $3, on candy. And then of course you can take the lollipop. They're just Chupa Chups inside. So you can take that out and then just replace it with another one if you want it. What else do we have? Okay. just moving on. Jedi was playing. She was playing something with baseball the other day, and so I ended up finding a way to get the. This is an old Disney Parks exclusive, probably from the same date range as those dolls. The Darth Vader lightsaber bat and baseball set. So it's got this Death Star like foam ball and a foam lightsaber Darth Vader bat. I ended up getting two because I knew hers would get used and abused, and this one it's foam, so it's kind of got some give to it. I'm afraid it's definitely going to get used and abused. So this one is staying not mint, but definitely in package. So you can get these still, not easily, but I found them pretty cheap. I found this one pretty cheap, at least. Hang on. Oh, there's a super chat. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't see the super chat come up. Give me a second. Let me scroll back through chat. Liz, can you tell me what that super chat is? Let me look. What's my favorite Darth Vader collectible that I own? Darth Vader. Oh, why you gotta do this to me, Rich? Honestly, I'm gonna say it's always the latest one that I have. Like, it's always the latest one because there's always a new one, right? I'm gonna go with that because there's always new ones that come out. Because I don't know if I have a favorite. I could say that the vintage Darth Vader that I got that kind of rekindled my like as an adult, like really kind of pulled me back in, even though I was it had been sidelined for a while. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's always hard for me to pick favorites. Like, anybody ask me a favorite about anything. What exactly is my job at Intel? I'm a community advocate for Intel Graphics. So I effectively take feedback from the community and pass it along to engineers, and making sure that community is heard and that basically has a seat at the table. I do other things certainly, but that's the crux of the job. Jeff, and we've got a good community, solid community. Jeff Lefebvre, I'm probably slaughtering the last name. It did a super chat. Cheers, been following since 2007. Thank you very, very much for following. At the same place, in order to get like a good shipping deal, the same place that I got the bat and the ball, which Diana's always shocked. She's like, just when I think they don't have a Star Wars thing, you go and find one. I'm like, there's a Star Wars everything. They had a Darth Vader poncho as well. Here, let me take off this sticker. A Darth Vader poncho, which I'll never wear because it says youth poncho, one size fits all. So in order to get decent shipping, I just added that to the cart. The holiday season's right around the corner, the winter holiday season, and with that, you can get your advent calendar. I don't know if I'm going to get. There are many other Star Wars advent calendars this year. Mine is the coins, which seems to have jacked up in value. I like what Lego used to do with their advent calendars. They used to have an exclusive minifigure, like a truly exclusive minifigure in them. In this one, we've got a Luke Skywalker. I don't know if I've seen that particular Luke Skywalker. Oh, wait, where is he? Where is he? Oh. I don't know if I've seen that particular Luke Skywalker before. I wouldn't say that it's one that would have me chasing down the set, but the big winter figure is this Santa Porg, which isn't really all that special and really not all that minifigure-y. Like, as opposed to, remember the Jango Fett, the Wookiee, the white Wookiee, the Darth Vader, like the Darth Vader Santa, like specific characters with paint apps that were unique to that set, and they haven't done that in at least 2 or 3 years, which is really, really disappointing. They'd have like a C-3PO Santa. I'm like, this isn't all that, it's not that special, which is kind of, I'm not going to say upsetting, but disappointing, I should say. I mean, they're still fun to do. I always like the minifigures, but these are available now. Never buy these at full price. You can always get them for like 20% off inevitably. So I got this one at 20% off. And so this is what Jedi and I are going to be doing. I don't know if we're going to be doing the Christmas vlogs this year. That was a lot of work. And that was last year before I had my gig at Intel. So now I've got like more time being taken up. That's the bad. Give me a second. I did forget something that I wanted to pull out. Speaking of Halloween, another seemingly Target exclusive, a Darth Vader skeleton mug. I'm not a mug collector, certainly. Outright, but it's got Star Wars imprinted on the inside, like with spider webs, orange. I don't know if it's going to get into focus in there, That's cool. I really like that a lot. Zach also has another like a. I've got it over there. I'm just not going to get up for it because I don't think you guys are going to be interested. But another like a Darth Vader bottle thing, for kids or collectors. Yeah, so that's out, and something that you may be interested in getting. Certainly, I was. I think. Oh no, I do have those too. So I'll get to those. Let me check chat just for a second. You saw it at the local Target store. See, that's what I'm saying. They're right there. Hey Evo, good to see you. Good morning. It's 6 a.m. in Saudi Arabia. Been a long time since I saw any of the videos. Remember the Nexus 4? I remember the Nexus 4. I remember breaking the Nexus 4. That was a very sad day. The Nexus 4 was an awesome Android experience, even back when I was primarily using iOS as a mobile device. But now I'm, on Android for my primary mobile experience and iOS secondarily. I'll probably this is an aside. I'll probably be getting the new or the next gen iPad because I use that quite regularly for productivity. But the iPhone is definitely not something that I am remotely interested in. You know what? I've got a problem. Let me just. I got a big problem. The poncho was like a Ben Cooper costume. Get Jedi to the vlogs. Yeah, no doubt about that. When's the next Gnome Dex? It's probably never going to happen again, unfortunately. It was a lot of work and, unfortunately, a little outcome. So, I got a problem with these socks. Look at this. What do I do? Look at holy socks. As luck would have it, check my other sock. I don't know why. And I even changed them today. Boy, these things are just... Hang on. I know what I'll do. Okay, which ones do I put on? Which ones do I put on? I'm just going to tear into it. I'm not going to keep this box. Which ones do I put on? I got BB-8. I got R2-D2. I've got the Millennium Falcon. Of course, that was R2-D2. Millennium Falcon and the Rebel symbol, the blue. And then... Ooh, these Rebel symbols. I like those. I'm wearing red pajama bottoms. Red shirt, so maybe I should go with something that kind of matches this ethos. BB-8s, what do you think? Yeah? It's the weekend, Friday evening, right? Friday can be part of it. I'm going to wear my BB-8 socks. Jedi will probably get a kick out of them. Ooh, yeah, they feel very weekendy. Sorry, Skookum Trooper, I went with BB-8. I don't have a pull set up where you guys can take a pull. Oh, yeah, hopefully these don't, get holes in them quickly. Did I pull up too far? Should be a one size fits all. Okay, hang on. Need to put socks on. I don't need to put socks on, but it is the weekend. I need an excuse to tear into it, and now I did. Do I have it? Now have I gone through everything? No, I have not. As I mentioned, this is the time of year for pork socks. No, don't have any yet. Time of year for Lego sales. I just talked about Lego, and Diana and Jedi went to visit their family in Mexico a few weeks ago, almost a month ago or so. And one of Jedi's second cousins loves Star Wars, and he doesn't, but he's never had Lego bricks, and he's always wanted them. And to the point where he actually made his own, blocks and painted them and everything to act like Lego bricks. So we've been, I went kind of in my own stash and pulled out a couple of things. And so we're going to get Jedi's second cousin some Lego bricks. And so even my mom kind of chipped in. We've gone thrifting and picked up Lego bricks, and I've gone through them to make sure they're good. And he's going to be getting this huge bag of Lego bricks and a couple of Star Wars things, Lego Star Wars things, and a couple of Star Wars sets. And so, yeah, that was kind of fun. But this is the time of year to do that kind of thing, picking up Lego sets or extra Lego sets, because they'll go for as much as 50% off a Lego set, you're very, very lucky. 40% off is probably a good high average to pick up a Lego set on. So I finally got 75226, the Inferno Squad Battle Pack. Being a fan of the minifigures, there's Iden Verso, you might remember from Battlefront 2. That would be a fun one to play. That's the thing. You were talking about Stadia. I just like the idea that I can pick it up, start playing, and then be good to go, right? No muss, no fuss, and I'm going. I mean, I have Battlefront 2 on the PS4, and I could stream from it. I'm horrible at playing online. I know it had story mode. I will be probably doing something, and I don't know what platforms. Like, I'm going crazy. It's either going to be on the PC with Jedi Fallen Order or the Xbox. I don't know which one I'm going to be playing on yet, and where I'm going to be or how I'm going to be streaming at this point. So we'll see. I don't have an answer to that question yet. I also picked up again at 40% off the Elite Praetorian Guard Battle Pack. I love these packs. Jedi, I think, is going to want to help me build everything. Very, very simple, very straightforward. She got upset at me when I built the dewback the other day without her. And another one, 50% off. One that wasn't necessarily, one that I wanted to immediately get, but definitely wanted to get with the Han Solo classic throwback minifigure. This is 75262 Imperial Dropship 20th Anniversary Edition. I wanted this one, of course, because troopers. Hello, army building. And then, of course, a shadow trooper there as well. So that was really nice. So these 40% off. Very, very nice. So this is the time of year. Never, ever buy a Lego set full price. I mean, I hate to say that. Because I know, I'm just saying you can. But, like, you can wait, and you can usually save 40% inevitably if you just keep your eye out for those sales. Let's see here. I'm just looking at I'm scrolling back through there must have been a delay in the question from the poll. Have I seen the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance? Yes, I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. It was amazing. I can't wait for a season 2. There has to be a season 2. There has to be. It was everything I would have wanted it to be. Jedi watched a bit of the first episode, and then, of course, her attention span goes elsewhere. She's actually Jedi's seen a good chunk of the original movie, and she's asked for it before by name. So I have a feeling if I catch her on a good day, I can get her to watch Star Wars Star Wars. I'm thinking Star Wars Resistance, which of course she likes as a cartoon, but Age of Resistance. In fact, I mentioned in the last video, I have the action figures. Like, this is not exactly Star Wars, but hey, it's Dark Crystal, and I always wanted the Dark Crystal action figures, and they never produced them. And then, of course, Funko came back and reproduced them under they don't call them reaction figures, because they're no longer doing things with Super 7. The problem with the Funko figures is they're nice. This new Dark Crystal series of figures for Age of Resistance is better than the first series of Dark Crystal figures that they produced years ago. That isn't necessarily an outstanding accolade because they're not toys and they're not playable. I mean, if you're going to take them out and pose them and what have you, I mean, you've got limited articulation, which isn't my frustration. It's just I wish that Netflix would have gone with a different vendor. I have a feeling they went with Funko because they weren't sure how many they'd sell. They weren't probably sure, how many people would necessarily pick up on the series or enjoy it, or maybe just that they have had a license for it and Funko made the buy. Funko does well with pop vinyl. With action figures, it's not their strong suit at all. So I do happen to have all of these. I've opened Hup and Deet so far. Have not opened the Hunter or Rion or the Silk Spitter. Or Agra, Mother Agra. In fact, I have both of the Agras. I have this Agra and the original one that ran with the first Dark Crystal figure line. So yeah, Dark Crystal was amazing. You should absolutely watch it. Costco has a huge set of bricks right now for a decent price. Oh, they do? Well, it depends on the price. Like, cause I'll get a lot of my loose bricks while thrifting, and you can save a massive amount of money. The thing that I'm going to be looking out for are good sales for some Star Wars sets for him because he likes the Star Wars stuff. So we'll see. Funko is doing well on the market, at least as far as collectibles are concerned. They've got a collectible for anything and everything. That's for sure. So yeah, I honestly believe that. Believe it or not, that's been what's been here for the past little while. Now I have like virtually nothing left over for a Tuesday live show, but that's my hope. The next live video I want to do with y'all is on Tuesday evening, where I can better tease the Wednesday stream that I'm doing for Intel on my Twitch channel. Of course, you're welcome to follow me on Twitch. If you're not already, because I'm going to be doing games there. Probably going to be doing games on this channel with Stadia if I find games that I enjoy. Because I'm not going to set up a gaming channel. I just do I do streaming too irregularly for that. But the Star Wars stuff I think I'm going to do on Tuesdays. See, I'm trying to find my way back into a schedule. The Star Wars, I know I have the Star Wars Radar YouTube channel, but honestly, I think this is just more personal for me to put in my personal channel. That may change. I don't know. Just keep following me. You never know where I'm going to be. Oh wait, hang on. Did chat freeze? Oh, no, you just asked the same question I already answered. Ha! Or you are very lagged. So that's it. That's all I got. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm debating whether or not I want to play with the Cuphead on. I don't have to play Cuphead on Twitch, but it's like one of those fun things that, I could do. Because people had fun watching me play Cuphead on Twitch. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up. Thank you everybody for joining. There's a toy show in Vancouver, Canada. Oh, sorry, I dropped my gift card again. It's loud. You should go to every toy show that you possibly can because there's some gems there. Don't overpay for stuff, especially the modern stuff, but you can find some vintage gems with a relative degree of ease as long as you get there early enough. That's the key for toy shows. Get there early. iPad OS review in the future? Probably not. I would not hold my breath if I were you. Probably not going to talk about it all that much. Just it's a thing, and it works ish, kind of. We'll see. I'm not making any promises. I'm not as interested. I'm gonna put it this way. I'm not interested in doing an iPad OS review. Maybe I'll do a tweet, but that's about it. There's a cat show. You should get there, Liz. I'm telling you, I'm going to get you that crazy cat lady figure. I've seen it a few times while thrifting, too. I heard you might get to see a new TIE. You said that you might get to see a new kind of TIE fighter. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called offhand, but it's like the TIE fighter, the wings, but the front portions are kind of cut out like chevrons or carrots, like kind of angled out. So they look like they're streamlined. I can't remember the name of them right now. TIE Strikers? Is that right? Give me a second. Striker. TIE Striker. No, that was the one from that was Rogue One. What's the new TIE Fighter? I wish I could explain the way the wings are. There we go. Hang on. At least from my understanding. Oh, TIE Dagger. What was I thinking then? The TIE Dagger are more points. They're pointed like arrows pointed out. The TIE Dagger. That's the new fighter. I swear I saw another one that had the wings, but then the front was kind of cut out like angularly. I guess I don't. Maybe was it the silencer? I can't remember. Anyway, will I get Disney Plus? I will not, because I already have. I did. Did I get you the Crazy Cat Litter figure already, Liz? I'm sorry. I'll get you another one. Keep the other one company. So no, I'm not gonna get Disney Plus because I already have it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I gotta clean up. I gotta clean up a lot around here. Appreciate you listening and watching. I plan on trying to be back next Tuesday if I happen to have any new Star Wars discoveries between then and now, which is lightly possible. Maybe I shouldn't have done everything tonight, huh? Oh well. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the Force be with you always.